Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Hold on. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you guys to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with Aries Taurus Cusp. Now, guys, remember these are general readings, so only take whatever applies and please leave the rest. So with you guys this week, we have this energy of suppressed. So some of you are either suppressing something that you want to get off your chest, or you're suppressing something that you want to do, and it's almost kind of like it is making you feel very confined, and is making you feel like there's no way out. It's making you feel like there is no way to get over this, unless you say something or unless you do something. And for the most part, that is completely true, right? Whenever we are in uncomfortable situations, we have to realize what it is that is being called of us, right? Are you being asked to take action on something? Are you being asked to plan on something? Are you being asked to, why does my face look so red? Are you being asked to go ahead and say something? For a lot of you guys, it's almost kind of like this sense. Hold on, guys, because I feel like there's something red. Nope, it's just a light. It's almost kind of like a lot of you guys have either had a hard time or still having a hard time with speaking your truth, right? Or withstanding your ground when it comes to people. And a lot of the time, the reason why this occurs is because in the past, let's put it this way, when you have spoken your truth, or when you have set certain boundaries, it almost felt like you were left alone. It almost felt like everybody made you to be the problem, right? And not the fact that they were overstepping your boundaries. And when you have to understand that when you're in a transition like this, and when you are continuously working on setting boundaries and following through with them, those individuals that those boundaries were there for or were put in place for in the beginning or in the first place are the ones that are going to retaliate, right? They're the ones that are not going to like the boundaries that you're setting, because when you set boundaries, now they can't take advantage, right? They have no control. And you're being reminded that anybody that thinks or tells you that you're setting too much of a high standard, you're setting too many boundaries, or you think the world revolves around you and all of this stuff, then those are the individuals that are going to walk away from your life, and that is perfectly fine. You're meant to let them walk away, because your world does revolve around you, right? Because your external reality is um a direct reflection, excuse me, guys, of what it is that is going inside. So you have to choose what it is that you want that to look like, and to continuously allow other people to take advantage of you, other people to use you, other people to break those boundaries, then of course this is why you're feeling like this. And you really have to stand firm in who you are. You really have to stand firm in those boundaries that you're setting and really following them through. And once you begin to do that, you'll start to see that even if it's not right away, even if it takes a couple of months or whatever it may be, you'll start attracting and connecting with people that are going to respect the boundaries that you have set. And with that, you're going to see how maybe in the past, or maybe right now, let's put it this way, a lot of you are suppressing a lot of the things that you want to say, or a lot of the boundaries that you want to set, because it's almost kind of like, well, if I set all of these boundaries with these people are going to walk away because they're not going to tolerate it. So my question is, do you want to continue on living your life where you have to put up with things that you don't like, right? You have to put up with people that are constantly using you or constantly treating you a certain way? Or are you going to give yourself the opportunity to set the boundaries that need to be set in place, and then allow yourself to attract those that are going to respect it, right? And when we talk about boundaries, it can be something very simple, right? I'm not talking about like, crazy things. These are day-to-day things, right? Where maybe somebody assumes or is always coming to you when they need a babysitter, or when they need a ride, or when they need this, or when they need that. And it's kind of like, okay, I get it that you like to help people, but there comes a part in your life where you have to realize every time you say yes to somebody or to something, you're saying no to something else. So if all of this yes that you're giving externally of you, from you, excuse me, is at the cost of the things that you want to do, and is at the cost of your peace of mind, then you need to begin to say no to those things. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a few tarot just to clarify. So in order to overcome this energy of this suppressed energy, you're really going to have to either speak up or act, or follow through with whatever boundaries you have set. So here we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and then the Six of Swords, right? And then we look at this Ten of Pentacles, right? And it's almost kind of like he's just sitting there, and it, the way that I'm, because again, guys, I read them intuitively, and sometimes the pictures themselves just speak to me, and it's almost kind of like he wants to be surrounded by people, right? He wants to be surrounded by family or whatever it may be, but he feels that if he shows up as himself, right, he's not going to be accepted. And what is it showing up as yourself? Well, those are your boundaries, what you will allow and what you won't allow, right? With the Ten of Wands, as you can see, she's picking a flower, right? She's picking a flower, but she's loaded in her back with all these flowers that are literally having her hunch forward, right? When you have this burden of constantly holding your tongue, constantly letting things slide, it becomes an issue. And it starts to affect other parts of your life. Now, when I say let things slide, there are certain things that you can most definitely let slide. Don't get me wrong. Do not twist my words. But there's an element here where a lot of you have people around you that all they do is use and manipulate you. And when you're not available, when you're not playing their game or by their rules, they want to make you feel some type of way. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let's see what we have in the love energy. So the love energy can be any type of relationship, romantic, platonic, spirituality, or with yourself, guys. So just kind of keep that in mind. I just need one card. Okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna let it go. Past life relationships. You have known each other before. So again, this is not this is nothing strange. This is nothing new to you. This is a familiar energy where, again, you may set boundaries, but you don't follow through with them. And this week, it's about following through with those, and with those boundaries, and really standing your ground when it comes to certain people in your life. So for your closing message, alrighty, give me one card, Spirit. Oh, why is it big? My ring is not fitting anymore. I gotta eat a bag of chips or something, something salty. All right, let me stop. Closing message, Spirit. Beyond the threshold of fear, number 25. Again, there is this energy of, you're fearing who's going to walk away. You're fearing being alone. You're fearing not having people to connect with. Maybe you're fearing not being of service, right? Maybe you're fearing like you're going to, like, people are going to think that you're selfish or whatever it is. You know what? For many years, that was me. you know, I'm a mama of four, and I was always putting my kids and everyone else before myself, right? And it took my body to physically crash, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, to crash to the point where I couldn't get out of bed. For me to realize that I needed to be selfish, that I needed to take care of myself, because if I didn't take care of myself, then I wasn't going to be able to take care of my family, not so much in the same way that I wanted, but with the same joy that I wanted to do it. And that's kind of like what you have to figure out. It's like you have to let go of any fears of being alone, or any fears of who it is that is going to walk away. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.